Hey there, welcome to my vlog. Sorry I'm chewing. It's late. I'm eating this protein bar because I went to sleep and I was really tired. But I need to go to bed earlier. And I started talking to Joelle and yeah, so here I am. But I know I have to record tonight. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this kind of a view here. This is kind of confusing. Anyway, it is the 9th, and if you haven't been listening to my show, Everything GemmaChaoticRadio.com from 5 to 7 Monday through Friday, then you won't know my update. But I can tell you that I have no bag anymore. My little cancer bag is gone. My cancer sucks bag is gone. My tubes are gone. I went to the City of Hope today. I actually had one of the tubes taken out on Friday, but because I didn't take my chart in, my drain chart, they wouldn't take out the other one. They weren't even going to take out one, so that was crazy. I think I had told you that I had the lump under my arm. Got really humongous, but now it's getting smaller. They only drained it once. And the next time they said, no, it's just got to go ahead and absorb naturally. So I'm like, all right. So yeah, so I could actually wear a shirt that, like a normal kind of shirt, kind of. Still no bra. I'm not sure how that's all gonna work out. So there I am. Cool. I think you can see the holes where they pulled out the drains. Let me look. I think, yeah, you can kind of see the bruising and then the two different sites. This one's still kind of oozy and stuff. This one's kind of already getting better. And that's the mark right there where they did the biopsy for my lymph nodes. So, and then of course my boob. It looks pretty much normal, I think, kind of from here at least. But I guess I'll take pictures. I'll post pictures of the scar. And then on this side, I just have the implant. That scar is kind of easy to show you. I think if I go like that, you can see the little scar underneath. And it's got this little weird rubbery stuff on there. Not sure what that is. Other than that, the boob looks okay, I guess. So at the City of Hope, I had 2 appointments. One was with a plastic surgeon, and one was with oncology. So plastic surgeon said everything's healing, nipple looks good, the tissue is still settling in, so can't really tell in this shirt so much, but this boob is still kind of like higher and puffier on this side. I have that, like I said, that cadaver skin put in, and next time I'll wear a different shirt and you'll be able to see. It still needs to settle in, and one of the tubes actually would wind around and come underneath, so it's kind of like this underwire bra, so it kind of held this one up all the time. So hopefully it'll settle in a little bit more. I go back in a week for that. I could lift my arm pretty normal now, just have to be careful. And they have certain exercises that I can do. I still can't lift more than 10 pounds on each arm. Still have to rub up. And that's that. But I could work out and stuff, just not the heavy lifting. Or really, it's a lot of pushing. She said pushing yourself up. That's not good. So, yeah. So I'm really excited about that because I feel like I got really fat while I've had this. But I don't know. Let me see. So then I went over. Well, when I was talking to plastic surgery too, I told them that to me, my boobs don't look the same. And I kind of try to put a bra on today, but I think it's a little bit smaller, but it might be just completely different. Part of it might just be because I now have silicone as opposed to the saline. And like I said in the earlier vlogs, I believe she's going to lipo fat from somewhere else and go ahead and fill in wherever it needs to. Like right here, I think she said there's going to be a wrinkle. I think over here somewhere there's going to be a wrinkle. So they'll go ahead and inject some fat in there too. So, I'll try to get it like here and stuff. But anyway, let's see, what else? I have this cold, but I'm almost over it. They gave me the Z-Pack thingy, so I'm taking that, and that'll finish clearing up my cold. And see, plastic surgery said if I decide to get my boobs bigger, or yeah, a little bit bigger after I have them all, after they settle in and stuff, it'll be like about 3 months down the road, and they'd be happy to do that to make them look however I need to make them look. So then I went to oncology, and when I mentioned that to her, it was funny. She goes, I think that size is appropriate for your frame. I felt like saying that. I mean, who are you to say that? And it's not even about that. It's about like, these are the boobs I was used to, so I want to have those, and I don't want it to be like all obvious, like, gee, weren't your boobs bigger? And, I don't want to have to buy new clothes, and I just want to just feel like myself. That's it. I just want to just feel like myself. So that's the plan. So oncology also said they're going to send me over to radiation or whatever, that department, to talk to one of the specialists. Apparently the tumors were, like, if this is the tumor and this is my skin, since I don't really have fat, it's pressed up against the front of my skin, there was no more tissue for them to scrape. So they said, there's a possibility that there are still some cells that are left on my skin. So I guess the idea is they're going to discuss with me the possibility of radiation, and I can opt for it or not. I mean, this is just the basic information that I got from her. Obviously, I'm going to go and talk to them and see what they have to say. But she said, you can also just choose to monitor it for a while and see how that goes. So, and then I will be taking the estrogen blockers. I forgot. It starts with a T, the kind of pill I have to take. They want to put me on, I think. I might be lying. I think it's like maybe 5 or 10 years that I'd have to take that. So we'll see about that. And I'm going to talk to them about all the side effects, because while doing my research, I did find that, it does compromise the integrity of your bones. So I definitely want to look at that. I know, like, my friend said she took hers for 18 months and then she just stopped. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to, like, be around and have, like, my bones breaking all the time, especially as active as I am. It's just not a good option for me. So quality of life is definitely important. I think, if I go ahead and still do the oil and stuff, I should be fine. So that is still on my mind. And let's see what else. So yeah, I have 2 more appointments to go to, and we'll see how. I guess I'm going to go to the occupational therapist or something. And that pretty much sums it up, I think. Let me see. They said I could probably get disability. They're turning my disability paperwork. That they give you 6 weeks. And if there's a different plan or something, they can extend it for a period of time. So that would be good. And let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it as far as that goes. Hopefully my cold will be gone very soon. It's weird. I have like these little bumps on me. I don't know if it's from the anesthesia actually leaving or whatever, but they're just like weird little bumps, almost like heat bumps, and those feel kind of weird. I'm really looking forward to just being able to live again and do stuff, and not have to worry about what it is, what happened, and everything. So I definitely appreciate it. If you don't know, I'm having a fundraiser on September 18th over at Goodfellas. It's a comedy show, and it's going to be so much fun. Oh my gosh. And that's being done by Comedy for Causes. And that's going to be awesome. Thank you, Linnea D, for doing that. Let's see what else. And then on the 20th, Black Flame Collective, they have a punk show that they're going to be doing, and that's a benefit as well. So if you can make it out there, it's in San Bernardino. You can find all this information on my Facebook. And that would be Everything Gem or Gem Gem, and that one's pretty much public. The Everything Gem Facebook is my show page, and I have my show on Chaotic Radio from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock Monday through Friday, and you're welcome to call in and talk about it. If during the first 15 minutes we do the boob update all the time, so you'll always know what's going on. I do have my boob tube, one of them, so I kept that. I'm still trying to get my implant, so see how that goes. And I think that's probably the boob update for right now. So thank you for tuning in. Oh, I wanted to talk too really briefly. My friend sent me an article. For those of you who have been following it, originally they wanted to do the double mastectomy, and I wanted to just have the single. And sent me an article that says there's really no proof that having a double is going to prevent it from going over to the other side, or you have any better chances of survival or whatever. When I was doing the study, it says that generally speaking, it'll metastasize in another place of your body. Obviously, probably to the nodes first, but then it can make its way to other organs. And so it was really great to have that article, which is also on my Facebook page. I probably should post it on the website, but I'm really behind on the website. But it's, yeah, it was good because I just thought, yeah, I'm just going to have one done. So City of Hope is a great option. They are awesome people, and they have treated me beyond well as far as any of my hospital experiences. So I would highly recommend it for anybody that has to go. Now, it took me so long to get approved and to get them, be able to use them for the second opinion, and then even get my treatment there afterwards, but it is definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. My nipple is good. I'm so excited. So, yeah. Please, I mean, check it out. City of Hope. I'm going to the one in Gordy. I think they have one in Palm Springs, whatever. But once you call the number, they'll direct you to whatever place that they need to send you. So that is very, very cool. Oh, also, I was going to tell you about another article I had read. I don't think I posted this. I'm going to have to look it up because I sent it to my friend. But they can tell if you have cancer in your DNA or something like that via a blood test. So I'm going to post that on the Everything Gem site. The really cool thing about that is that, you know, you won't have to have a biopsy. They don't have to actually, you know, even the needle biopsy is like not great. So and you don't even have, this thing's still oozy. You don't even have to have like be poked with a needle. So, and I don't know if it's just breast cancer or all cancers in general, but it was a very interesting article. It really, it's gonna make things so much easier because, you know, once you have this biopsied, you're still at risk for the lymphedema. So even though, you know, you don't have to be as careful as if you did actually have the lymph nodes removed, you still have to take certain procedures to make sure that you're safe and you don't get lymphedema and you don't get an infection and everything. So I have to always rub my arm up and all this stuff. But yeah, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I'm going to, every time I do this, I always say that I'm going to try to record more often, but then when I record on the show, I think they don't want to hear more of me, but I know some of you don't listen to the show. So I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to kind of just try to talk about things in general. You know, like right now, I'm really struggling to get my rent and my bills paid. I'm sure they'll get paid somehow. I'm, excuse me, just not sure how at the time. Things always work out, and I'm looking towards that. And I have some great opportunities in front of me. I've been working really hard, and I just know that the people that I have around me, it's gonna be great. It's funny, I was talking to this girl the other day, and I know a lot of people, when they're in a situation like mine, they'll look back at their friends and say, "Oh, I'm so glad this is my old friend. My old friend, I have my old friend around me, and I'll reach out to them." Um, it's been my experience, though, especially if you are the go-to person, that once you start going to somebody else, they're not used to seeing you in that capacity. And a lot of times they're not helpful like you thought that they would be when that time would come around. So I was just telling her that it has really put some light on the fact that I have to value myself in my life and what I know and what I'm worth. I have to have that self-value for myself. And I also have to know how somebody else feels about themselves. I can't keep continually building them up. If you have to build somebody up all the time, it's probably not going to be a good relationship. And then the other thing was, I want to spend my time with those people, the people that have been there for me and didn't look at me oddly or suspiciously, when I went to sell them a poster or told them about a fundraiser or any of those things. I may not have known them long, but it's just quite possible that in a short bit of time, I've had the opportunity to experience more of their kindness than not. So, again, I consider my cancer, that's what you want to call it, my cancer diagnosis, a gift to motivate me, and I'm done. I'm done with it. So I'm going to leave that behind and move on to the next chapter of my life, which I can't wait. It's very exciting. If you've been diagnosed and you'd like to talk to me about it, please find me on Facebook, or maybe you have somebody that you that you're close to that's been diagnosed and you want to know about it too. You don't have to handle it, the way everybody expects you to. You don't have to end up looking really scary like the pictures that you see on the internet. There are a lot of other ways that you can look at. You have to calm down, take a deep breath, figure out what's best for you, and really, really stick to that. And I guess by sticking to that plan, no matter what it is that you decide to do, maybe it's a diet or you want to quit smoking or whatever, when you are successful in even the slightest way, maybe you quit for a week and then you have one, or you quit for 3 months and you have a slip up, or maybe you diet great for 2 weeks and then you have a piece of cake. That just shows that you're human. You're not perfect, you're human, and you're going to do those kind of things. You're going to fall back into those old habits of behavior, and you're going to have those small little unsuccesses. But at the end of the day, just try looking at, let me see, I had a 95% success rate today, and maybe a 5% unsuccess rate. And kind of look at the numbers that way. And you'll feel a lot better. But that 5% will probably get less and less if you can look at it like that. So I gotta go to sleep. I gotta get up early. The kids have got to go to school really, really early. By the way, I haven't registered my car. It has no insurance. And I just found out that my driver's license was revoked. So I'm faxing in my explanation. It's all good though. It's all gonna get fixed. It's all gonna be fine. Again, what's your life worth? Thank you for listening. I hope I hear you on the radio, or you can call me on the radio. Have a good evening. This is Everything Jen. Like with everything she needs, remember, people are the most important thing. Good night.